Have you ever wondered how Apple shoots their events on an iPhone?
Well, this is how they do it.
Actually, it's really easy. Your iPhone 15 and 16 Pro can do it too, but here's the science behind it. Some time ago, Apple released the Final Cut Camera app, which lets you have manual control over your iPhone's camera. But that's not the important part. There's plenty of third-party apps that allow you to do the same thing. However, Apple's main camera app always had better image quality than any third-party app, and this one, being by Apple, also has that advantage, but recently it also got a big update. With the iPhone 15 and 16 Pro, there is an option to shoot log, which is a flat color profile that can easily be color graded. You saw that at the beginning of the video. The drawback of log, however, is its file sizes, because if you want to shoot log, Apple would force you to shoot in ProRes, but not anymore. With the latest updates of the Final Cut Camera app, Apple lets you shoot in Log H.265. So what does this mean? This means that you can now shoot professional grade footage with that flat look while keeping the size manageable. For example, I've got over 100GB of free storage. However, if I wanted to shoot in log, I would only be able to do so for 10 minutes before I run out of space, essentially rendering this feature useless. However, if we switch to H.265, you can now see how the available time changes. This makes the iPhone the perfect YouTube and social media camera, because it essentially gives you the same look that Apple has in their keynotes. And no, you don't need big lenses or lights for that. This video proves it. I'm recording on the iPhone as is. This makes filmmaking available to everyone. There's no need for dongles or SSDs attached to your iPhone anymore. And being that the file sizes are now much smaller, it's also easier to transfer them to your editing computer. Just pull out your iPhone, open the app, and start shooting. You can film anywhere at any time. That means no additional bag of equipment to lug around, just the iPhone that you already have. Apple's also added a grid and a leveling feature so you can compose better. The grid makes it easier to frame your shots, while the level ensures your horizons are perfectly aligned. So no more tilted or uneven shots. By the way, if you want to learn how to use your camera, I've got a series of videos on that topic. Here's another huge feature, the ability to shoot in log, but see a Rec. 709 LUT applied in real time. What does this mean for you? When you shoot in log, the footage looks flat and washed out, but the Rec. 709 LUT gives you a preview of how the footage will look once it's color graded. This is great if you want to see the final results without having to color grade the footage after the fact. However, there are some downsides too. The Final Cut Pro camera app doesn't have all the features of a native iPhone camera app. For example, there's no audio mix feature and you don't get the action mode. But if you have an iPhone 15 Pro, you don't have the audio mix feature regardless, so not much lost there.
Now, the iPhone 16 Pro has 4 studio-grade microphones, but
they still don't sound as good without the audio mix feature. So if you're really serious about your audio, I'd recommend either shooting in the native camera app and just dealing with the ProRes, or getting an external mic and shooting in H.265 in the Final Cut camera app. Now, here's my biggest question. Why hasn't Apple added H.265 into the native camera app? They already allow you to shoot log, but just in ProRes, not in H.265, so it feels a bit redundant having to go between apps just to use one feature. I get it not wanting to add manual controls to the native camera app just to keep it clutter-free, but it would be so much simpler if Apple merged these two apps together and just gave you a Pro mode in the native camera app so you have manual controls if you want to. That way you wouldn't have to switch between apps just to get different features. So should you be using the Final Cut camera app? If you want to shoot professional quality footage on your iPhone without extra gear, it's a fantastic tool. Especially if you want to record YouTube videos like I'm doing right now. You can just set up your iPhone, shoot in Log H.265 and yap at your camera for hours. Will I be using it though? Most likely not, because I use my Sony camera for most of my videos, and if I need to shoot something on the go, the 10 minutes that ProRes log gives me would probably be enough for me, especially since I'm editing the footage straight on my iPhone, so I then delete the original file so it doesn't take so much space on my phone. Let me know down in the comments, have you tried the Final Cut camera app? Are you willing to try it? And tell me what you think about the new features. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and with that said, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.